for. What happens next? Only one way to know.
Breaking news as Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul has just been postponed. Netflix has recently put out a statement saying unfortunately Jake Paul and Mike Tyson will not face off on July 20th as planned. Tyson's recent ulcer flare-up has limited his ability to train fully for the next few weeks. The fight will be rescheduled for a date later this year after Mike's able to resume training with no limitations and both fighters can have equal time to prepare for this once-in-a-lifetime
night, originally set for July 20th, has been postponed. Netflix just announced that Tyson's recent health issues, specifically a flare-up of his elbow, have limited his ability to train. As a result, the fight will be rescheduled for later this year to ensure both fighters have equal time to prepare. Fans will have to wait longer for this epic showdown, but rest assured, the match will still happen once Tyson is fully ready to return to the ring. Stay tuned for updates on the new fight date. The highly anticipated Mike Tyson vs. Jake Paul fight is officially off, and Netflix has just revealed all the exclusive details behind this shocking turn of events. We're talking major shakeups, an explosive fight cancellation, and some stunning changes that could drastically impact Jake Paul's boxing career. This fight was Jake's golden opportunity to prove himself to the world, especially to the boxing purists who have doubted him from the start. But now, with the fight scrapped, and the accompanying Netflix documentary in limbo, Jake's future in the ring looks incredibly uncertain. The pressure on Jake was already high, but now it's reached a breaking point. The big question can Jake find a way to bounce back from this, or was this his one and only shot at solidifying his place in boxing history? What makes this situation even more dramatic is that Netflix wasn't just streaming the event, they were the official promoter. Tyson vs. Paul was set to be Netflix's first ever live boxing event, marking a historic moment for both the platform and the sport. It was much more than just a fight, it was a game-changing event. Netflix was gearing up to make a bold entry into live sports with the highly anticipated Mike Tyson vs. Jake Paul fight. The hype leading up to it was insane. Tickets were selling out in minutes, with fans, influencers, and even celebrities buzzing about the event. Everyone was eager to witness Jake Paul step into the ring with a living legend like Mike Tyson. It wasn't just a boxing match, it was shaping up to be a cultural moment. But then, out of nowhere, Netflix dropped a bombshell: the fight was cancelled. No warnings, no heads up, just an abrupt end to what was supposed to be a historic showdown. Fans were left shocked and confused as the dream match suddenly vanished. So what went wrong? How did we go from the most anticipated fight of the year to a complete cancellation? The answer is still unfolding, but one thing is clear: the boxing world was shaken by this sudden twist. Rumors suggest several factors contributed to the sudden cancellation of the Mike Tyson vs. Jake Paul fight. First and foremost were concerns about safety. While Tyson is still an intimidating presence in the ring, he's nearly 60 years old, far from his prime, and facing Jake Paul, a fighter almost half his age. This matchup raised eyebrows, and Netflix didn't want to risk a potential disaster, whether that meant a serious injury or something going wrong in the fight. Bad press was the last thing they needed if things got too rough or unpredictable in the ring. Secondly, there's speculation that other behind-the-scenes issues also played a role in the decision. There's also a financial angle behind Netflix's decision. Despite tickets selling out quickly, there were concerns about global viewership and whether the fight could live up to the massive expectations. Netflix, known for making calculated business moves, likely wasn't confident the numbers would add up. If there was any doubt the event wouldn't be a blockbuster hit, pulling the plug makes sense from their perspective. Then there's Jake Paul's unpredictability. He thrives on chaos, controversy, and stirring up drama. Some insiders speculate that Netflix wasn't keen on being too closely associated with someone as volatile as Jake, especially with his unpredictable reputation. In the end, the risks just outweighed the rewards for the platform. Jake Paul's track record of wild stunts and controversies was another major concern for Netflix. The last thing they needed was for something to spiral out of control under their watch. Jake is known for getting cold feet, and if he pulled out of the fight last minute, it would have been a huge flop, one Netflix couldn't afford.
Paul. This may be it! Oh!
Who's doing more than me? I'm the face of this sport.
The Disruptor.
Plus, unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably heard the steroid rumors surrounding Jake. Word is he's been juicing to prepare for the fight, and Netflix didn't want to be linked to a potential cheater. For all the right reasons, Netflix decided to step away. In their official statement, they simply said, "We regretfully made the decision to cancel." Netflix has officially cancelled the Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson event due to unforeseen circumstances that couldn't be resolved. But wait, fight fans, it doesn't stop there. In a shocking twist, Netflix dropped some serious bombshells about Jake Paul's future in boxing, and it's looking uncertain. The streaming giant revealed that they're pulling out of all things Jake-related, not just the fight, but also the highly anticipated documentary that was set to showcase his career journey. That's right, all that hype for nothing. This sudden move has fans buzzing with theories, with many speculating that Jake may have had some kind of fallout with Netflix behind the scenes. The future of Paul's boxing career now seems more in doubt than ever. Netflix's sudden U-turn has left fans wondering what went wrong. The documentary was supposed to be a major highlight of Jake Paul's journey from YouTuber to legitimate boxer, showcasing all the hard work, sweat and hustle he put into his training. But now it feels like Netflix has completely shut the door on his boxing aspirations. In their statement, Netflix said, "We will not be including Jake Paul in any upcoming projects, and we wish him well. While the message is polite and formal, the underlying message is clear: Jake's on thin ice." And here's the kicker: Netflix also hinted that Jake's credibility in boxing is now in serious jeopardy. With the fight cancelled, he may struggle to find opponents willing to step into the ring with him. This could be a real nightmare for Jake's boxing career. Jake Paul's persona is built around being a big-name contender, but the challenges are stacking up. Finding an opponent with the caliber of Mike Tyson? Nearly impossible. Tyson is a living legend, and Jake was lucky to have secured him for a fight, but only because Netflix was involved.
My team sent you a $50 million offer this morning. $50 million cash, proof of funds, the biggest fight offer.
Now that Netflix has pulled out, it begs the question, who would want to step into the ring with Jake? While he's entertaining, Jake doesn't command the same respect that comes with fighting a legend like Tyson. This leaves Jake in a tough spot. His career thrives on being in the spotlight, but without a fight lined up and with Netflix distancing themselves, his entire identity in boxing is now hanging in the balance. Without that big match, Jake's future in the sport looks more uncertain than ever. Jake Paul's boxing career seems to be crumbling, leaving fans wondering if this is a temporary setback or the beginning of the end. Will he bounce back, find another major opponent, or is this the moment his fame fades, becoming just another YouTuber clinging to relevance? One thing's for sure: Jake doesn't back down, even when Netflix pulls the rug out from under him. The moment Netflix made their bombshell announcement, Jake was already onto the next thing. No waiting around, no time wasted. Instead of dwelling on the cancelled Tyson fight, Jake went ahead and challenged Conor McGregor to an epic boxing match under his own promotion, most valuable promotion. If Netflix won't back him, Jake's attitude is clear: no Netflix, no worries. Jake knows that McGregor won't just jump at any offer, but he's determined to make it happen. Rather than letting the Tyson fight cancellation slow him down, Jake is already plotting his next move to stay in the spotlight. Jake knows he has to make it worth Conor McGregor's time, and let's be real, if there's one thing McGregor loves more than fighting, it's that sweet cash. So what does Jake do? He throws a staggering $50 million on the table for McGregor to lace up his gloves and step into the ring. That's a jaw-dropping amount, even in the boxing world. Sure, Conor already has plenty of money, but a payday like that has to be tempting, even for him. However, fans are starting
The baddest man on the planet.
Nobody could get
to question Jake's loyalty. Is he just switching opponents like he's flipping through tracks on a playlist? It certainly feels that way. But let's be honest, this isn't the first time Jake has pulled a fast one. Remember when he was supposed to fight Mike Tyson on July 20th but had to back out due to an ulcer flare-up? That was a major letdown, but instead of sulking, Jake moved on quickly to find another fight opportunity, showcasing his adaptability in the ever-changing world of boxing. After the Tyson setback, Jake Paul quickly pivoted and replaced him with Mike Perry, while Jake secured a 6th-round knockout win in that fight. Let's not pretend it meant much. Mike Perry is no Mike Tyson. The fight was almost too easy for Jake. Fans knew it, Jake knew it, and even Perry knew it. It felt like a filler fight. Sure, Jake got the win, but did it prove anything? Not really. Everyone was still left wondering if Jake could truly handle someone of Tyson's caliber, a question we never got the answer to. Now, with Conor McGregor potentially in the picture, it feels like déjà vu. Is McGregor even on the same level as Tyson? Let's break it down. Conor McGregor is a UFC icon, no doubt. He's a beast in the octagon, and has made a name for himself with that killer left hand and fiery trash talk. However, the reality is that McGregor's skill set differs significantly from Tyson's, raising questions about how a boxing match would unfold between them. Conor McGregor is not a boxer in the traditional sense. Sure, he fought Floyd Mayweather back in 2017, but we all saw how that ended. Mayweather toyed with him for 10 rounds before finishing him off. Boxing is a different ballgame, and McGregor's skills simply don't translate the same way. Now, compare that to Mike Tyson, a literal boxing legend. Tyson's power, speed, and intensity in the ring are on another level, even at his age. The thought of facing Tyson is terrifying for most fighters. He's a force of nature with an unmatched boxing IQ. While McGregor is a skilled fighter, Tyson is an icon in the sport. A fight with Tyson would have held far more significance for Jake's career than one with McGregor. So yes, Jake is trying to keep his momentum going by switching gears and calling out Conor, but fans aren't exactly buying it. They're starting to notice a pattern. Jake tends to avoid the real tests, opting instead for opponents who either aren't on his level or who are past their prime. This strategy raises questions about his true intentions in the boxing world. Jake Paul won't earn real respect in the boxing world by facing opponents who lack the legendary status of someone like Mike Tyson. If he wants to prove himself, he needs to step into the ring with a legitimate boxer or someone of equal credibility. So, fight fans, that's all for today. What are your thoughts on Netflix's bombshell news? Fill in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more boxing updates. See you in the next video.